Hello and welcome to today's Dragon's Daily Dose. It's Smaugonite here, and today I'd like to talk about something, or a couple of things, but one of the things was what I mentioned yesterday in the video about something that I've now told Minion, but I would like to talk about it today. First though, I want to talk about this and how happy this makes me. Now, this is one of my new foam trays from KR Foam Multicase, and it is the 50 by 50 square 75mm deep pockets, and it fits Custodes in very nicely, and it actually makes me so happy that I can now put them in foam, and they can actually stay stood up, because the amount of bent spears and the amount of models that have ended up being a little bit damaged from the Games Workshop cases is sort of getting to a point where it's beyond count. And I'm very careful with my models. I'm not a player like a Skaven player who just puts them in a plastic box and just drags them around and scrapes them on the table or anything like that, because that's the classic sort of how to play with Skaven and how to look after Skaven models. But the Custodes are something that I'm very proud of, that I love dearly, and I have finally found a foam. And it was actually the Jarl who sort of said, oh, these guys cut to the size of the old Games Workshop cases, so have a look and see if that will work for what you were looking for. And I've got some trays now from them, and as I say, the Custodes fit really nicely in, and just look how neat they look. They're quite nice and in their own little pockets, and it looks quite neat. And what I've done, as you can see, I've actually cut the foam along and the photograph here is actually along the sorry, let me just load it back up. It's along the top. I've actually cut so that the Infernus fire pikes can fit, but they are the Aquilon Terminators, so they are the bigger models. I have put them on 40mm bases. That's only so that they're on city bases. But yeah, they actually have had a bit of the foam cut so that they can fit nicely, but it still works, and the foam's glued in a way that outside wall isn't deteriorating at all. It's still glued down, because this company actually glues along the beams as well, so the beams are also still quite strong. I haven't cut all the way down to the inside of it, so it's not actually taking any of the glue out as well. So yeah, the whole Custodes force now will be in these trays. What I will do is I will take some more pictures as I manage to get it all sorted. It might be over the weekend that I get to talk about that, just purely based on the fact that I've got over 250 Custodes models that need sorting. So yeah, leave that one with me, and I will get back to you on it. The next thing I'd like to talk about though is this very blurry photo, and that's me taking the photo. It's not actually edited afterwards. This is something that I'm working on for my game against Minion. I'm actually thinking I might be able to do this army instead and paint it all up before the game. So I'm sort of trying my luck to see if I can get through it quick enough to be able to use it in our game. And I wonder if you can guess what army it's for, based on this picture, because this is it's a very well, when you know what it is, I guess you sort of can work it out. But it's actually the axes for the Wraithguard models. And what I've started doing, and here is the next photograph. The next photograph is of one of the Wraithguard that I'm sort of converting. So I've given this guy 2 axes instead of 2 swords. They'll still be used as swords, it's just that I wanted the units to be a little bit different, and I've actually added in a Dark Eldar spear spike thing at the back of his head. And I've done that for all 10 of these models. So yeah, these are going to be added to the Dark Eldar army, and I'm quite excited to get these sort of sprayed and painted, because the painting method for these I think will be a lot quicker than the painting method for the Gene Cult. So I might be able to use this army as a new army against Minion. And I sort of know the Eldar rules like backwards, so I think I'll be alright with making sure that I'm not missing anything like I would with the Gene Call. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for today. Those are the two main things I wanted to talk about. As I say, when I get the Custodes stuff all sorted, I'll take pictures and show how the box now looks for the Custodes. It means that then I'm also freeing up 2 mega cases, but I might use one of the mega cases to keep the transports and the vehicles in, just purely so that then at least they're still being protected in a Games Workshop case in a professional way. So yes, that's pretty much everything for today. A nice, quick and easy episode. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much if you're liking and following and subscribing to the channel. That's really appreciated. So until next time, keep those brushes moving, your armies ready, and your imagination soaring. See you tomorrow.